Hey everyone, it is the dude. Yeah, today we're going to play a legendary Warlock deck. It is tons of fun to play. A couple reasons we chose the Warlock to play as the legendary here is because of the button. If you're running into a situation where you're not getting any cards, nice to have a button there where you can try to grab a card and see if you can't get things going that way. And then of course the Warlock legendaries themselves, they are tons of fun to play. So I'm going to show you the deck, then we're going to hop into a match real quick. Shifter Xerus is super fun to play. He's always changing each turn, and it seems like whenever I need a card, I don't seem to have something, he's always not only the right mana at the right time, but it's always a really good card. So I don't know if Blizzard set it up that way since it's a legendary. I found that to be true, and then also if the longer you keep him in your hand, if you get him early and you just keep him in the background, he tends to throw really nice cards towards the end as you get pretty big. So I like that as well. At least that's what's been happening with me. Blood Mage Thalnos, he's fun. Spell damage +1, that means nothing to us. It's basically just a draw card. Just need to draw a card and play a minion for 1/1 damage and health. Auctioneer Beardo, he's not a whole lot. He's just basically a 3/3/4, nothing special. Nothing special, but he's small, so that's nice. Bronzebeard, he is tons of fun. If you're lucky enough to get one of the other threes and you don't have to play Brawn, and you get to keep him in your hand, it is a lot of fun to try and do like a Brawn and Barnes combo is fun. A Brawn and Kazakus combo is fun. I mean, there's quite a few that are fun. So if you can keep Brawn, he's good times. If you can't, well, that's just the way it is. Idis Darkbane as well as Fijola Lightbane. Their little legendary powers really stink. They're just here because they are 3/3/4. Turn 3/3/4. So that's good stuff. Barnes, yeah, he's fun. Get a 1/1, hoping to get rags, but even other things are fun, like Kearney Bloodhoof is great, or I don't know, I can't think of anyone else right off the top of my head, but there's just a lot of cards that are good. Sylvanas is good as well to get as your 1/1. Elise Starseeker. Yeah, the map and the golden monkey and all that nonsense, not so good. You really don't want the map. I mean, you've built a legendary deck here. You really don't want the map at all. The best thing about her though is the 5 health. So with the 5 health, you can start taking down some minions, and that's always good. The whole point of the deck is to try to slowly build board, and once you do get board, you're pretty much going to own board, more than likely, because the cards near the end are just so strong. Gormok the Impaler, he's never really going to give you that extra 4 damage, but if you get it, great. But normally he's just a 4/4 at 4. Kazakus is really good. I don't know how many times this has happened. It doesn't happen every time, but it happens a lot. And that is if, say, I'm not drawing any small cards at all, and the opponent is starting to build board, and there's really nothing I can do. So turn 4, I'll pull Kazakus, and then I'll grab the 5 spell, and within the 5 spell, there are 2 things that really do some serious damage. One is deal 5 damage, the other one is deal 4 damage across the board to both heroes. They're minions, not the heroes. And that is key. That like almost always clears board. Sometimes I get them both together, and that's just like will clear any board. So look for that because that's just a great way to get back into the game if you're going to try to play this. So then we have the Fuegan Stalag combo. Fuegan's the better of the two for sure because his health is so high. Again, we're trying to use high health minions if we can. Harrison, he's pretty horrible in the health department, and so he's really bad, but if it's situational where we need to take a weapon away or we need cards because of that, that always works so good. I just had to throw him in. Leroy is not the finisher here. He's mainly just to take down big minions with his 6 power. And then we just go ahead and give the opponent a 2/2 whelps, and he can do whatever the heck he wants with those things. We don't really care at that point. They're just 1/1s. Lothib, yeah, I can't tell you how many times playing this on turn 6 versus the mage is very fun. Yeah, that just is a fun thing in general on all my decks. I really love Lothib turn 6 versus the mage. That's just funny stuff. Prince Malkazar, that makes it a 35 legendary deck. Someone just asked me the other day, how often do you get the same legend since you're playing Prince? And well, supposedly the story is that you'll never get it, but I believe I've gotten it once or twice where Reno has not activated when I needed him, but it is very far and few between, so that is really nice. Stalag, he's kind of sucky, pretty much. But when you get Thaddeus now, that's an 11/11, so that's good times. So yeah, you got to put Stalag in. The deck, Kearney Bloodhoof, he's the sticky icky of the deck. He's a 4/5, so he's tons of fun. He's going to stick around for a while. And it's always good to have one of those versus, big board clear type opponents. Emperor Thorsan, super sick card with this deck. Why? Because it's kind of like a Reno lock deck. You're going to have tons of cards in your hand, and so he's just going to shrink everybody down by one. So good stuff. Reno Jackson, what can you say? He's the heel master. He's the, if you're going to play a deck of this type where it's this sketchy, you're going to need Reno for sure. And he comes in handy, definitely. So he's nice to have. Sylvanas, yep, she's fun. She's fun. Just, we all know how Sylvanas works. They're great. Black Knight is fun versus the Druid, right? His big taunts. I don't always get that, but I'll take it wherever I can get it. Let's scroll down here and see what we can't get. Moving on, we have Wilfred Fizzlebang. He is awesome, but you got to wait till turn 8. There's no reason to play him turn 6 or turn 7 because he's just going to die. So you got to wait till turn 8. You throw him down, you click the button, you get the 0-cost mana legend, and you're hoping that's one of these big guys down below, because if it is, oh, fun ensues, and it often does. Dr. Boom and the Boom Bots, they're typical standard legendary fun stuff, turn 7. The Boom Bots are epic. Ragnaros, yeah, staple. Alexstrasza, the reverse heal, never going to happen here, but it's in here to heal yourself back up. And then you've got the other legendaries for Warlock, which is Cruel the Unshackled, and he's going to go ahead and summon, just like a Reno type gimmick, he's going to go ahead and summon Jaraxxus to the table as well as Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis is of course going to give you your hero the immunity until he's dead, so that's good stuff. That works out well. I have had a few instances where all 3 cards have been pulled from my deck, so that is fun. Sagoth the Slitherer, he is just funny. I can't say that name evidently. Sagoth the Slitherer is a funny little taunt unto himself, so definitely he's in there. And then Yasarj Rage Unbound. The deck is super slanted to the mana of the heavy, as you see. So really the whole point of the deck is to get to turn 10. If you get to turn 10, more than likely you can probably win because you've got some really powerful cards. But if you can't get to turn 10, that's pretty much where you're going to die. So versus the rush decks, it's really not so good. But versus the others, it's pretty darn good. So let's give it a whirl. Let's see what we can't do. I certainly can clear out some rush decks with that Kazakus combo I talked about. And I have done that along the way. But, whew, yeah, rush is tough. And Shaman seem to be tough, of course, because they go wide with their board very fast. So those can get you into trouble, definitely. But the deck's fun. It's fun all the way around. And what if you lose? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So I'm not a guy that's the end of the world if you lose a match. Not a big deal. Awkward Raven we are playing, and that is the mage. We got a 3 and a 5, so that's not bad. We will definitely keep Kazakus. Throw 8 to the curb and see what we can't do. Hope you guys are digging the videos along the way. Haven't been playing too many videos lately. Or recording them, I should say. Or recording them. That is the prince, see, and you would think someone said, well, you have prince in your hand. Isn't that another prince? No, that's just telling the opponent that you have prince. That is not a duplicate prince. All right, all right, all right. So I think we're going to just sit still. Should we? Or should we push the button and then turn 2, pull the turn 3? I think that is the better way to go here. Let's try and just get some cards in the hand. Let's give ourselves a few more options. I think I did that backwards there, but that's okay. I think we're just going to hit the button again next turn anyway. And then roll. I think that's the way to go, really, because then you've got, I mean, there's just no 2s in the deck. There's 1, 2. He's new. He's from Prince, right there, this guy. No spells, so that's not so good. He's a 7/7, but not too special. So yeah, now we're just going to roll into the deck and let's see how we do. Versus the mage, could be tough. That we don't have anything on the board yet, and it is turn 3.
What to do?
The toughest thing that's going to be, excuse me, the toughest thing is going to be versus this mage is if it's a secret mage and he wants to make copy the cards that I throw down. If he copies the card I throw down, it's probably not going to work out so well. I can tell you that up front. With legend decks, when you go against secrets like that, it's really not good because then that he can play that card that he just copied the next turn, so they just crush. They just crush you basically. It's never good to play a legend deck versus a secret mage. No. So do we Kazakus here? I think the answer is yes, and I think we'll go ahead and grab the 5. So we'll go with that. Kind of just see how that works out. I don't know necessarily I'm going to play him next turn. I might just play Prince and chill on the 5. Just kind of depends on what he does. So I really like to use that 4 health when I have a few minions on the board. Kazakus Potion's cool looking though, right? It's good stuff. It is good stuff. So yeah, the poor deck is not all golden. I don't know that I would ever craft the Wilfred. He's super situational. Like, you would only play him in a heavy deck, like where it's super mana cards, you know, 8s, and because it's so important. I mean, he's so lame at 4/4 at 6, and you really, like I said, you can't play him till turn 8. So he better be dang good at turn 8, right? I don't know. Who else do we get? We got Sally. Sally's in the house. There's no way to buff Sally. That's the whole trick with Sally. I don't know if anyone's figured that out, but that's tons of fun. Because if you buff Sally, then Sally just clears on the death rattle. It's classic. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack to all enemy minions. So it's a total board clear. If you can boost up the attack here of Sally to like 3 or 4, it's funny. It's very funny stuff. I like it. So we'll go Prince. Turn 6, I don't know, maybe Gormak and Button. Looks like I'm playing Arena. Reno Mage. It's the way it's looking. No Button. No Button. No Button, nobody. Yeah, you don't want too many cards. And we've got 9. So 10 is not a good number to have. Usually. 10 is not a good number, no. So I assume he's going to 2 the 5/1 and then do something with the 4/4. Maybe freeze it with 3 and deal with it next turn off the button. That's kind of what I would do. But that's just me. I don't know what he's got in his hand. Flame Strike would be horrible here. It'd be like the stupidest thing he could do. But you never know, right? You never know your opponent's skill level. Awkward Raven, sweetie, what are we doing?
What to do?
Yes, indeed, what to do. Hope you guys are taking the videos along the way. Let me know in the comments below. Always curious what you think. Totally curious what you think. So no Kazakus, that's for sure. Turn 7, we've got this little beauty. It's either that or the 5 and the 2, and I'm pretty sure Flame Strike's coming now. So we'll go there. Pretty sure Flame Strike's coming. It's kind of what I would do. I would definitely do Flame Strike. But then again, maybe he does not have the Flame Strike. Because he's Reno. Reno should have 1, right? Reno should have 1. Aha. I see. I see indeed. 8. What are we going to do with 8? I really don't know. To be honest. I really don't know. Is Sally a taunt right out of the gate? No. Sally is not a taunt right out of the gate. I guess we'll go Wilfred, right? He is the 8. So we'll see how this works, folks. See how this works. Oh, see, that works pretty good. He's pretty sticky icky. Why did I do that? Would somebody please tell me before I really get mad at myself? Wow. I don't know. Sometimes I don't think. In my head, I thought I had to take them both in. But what I was really thinking before that thought was that the 4/4 cannot kill the 3/5. For some reason, those two things got switched in my head, and now all of a sudden, I did what I just did. Oh, it's funny how you can make a mistake. Always good to slow down sometimes. So let's see what's happening here. What kind of secret are we dealing with? I wonder. I do. I think we'll go here. I like that. And then I guess we'll go here. We'll go here. And that works. That works pretty good. So it's not the copy. So that's cool. Here? Yeah. Right? Takes care of that flame strike issue. We still don't have Reno in hand, so we got to be a little bit careful. I mean, maybe he's going to just slam me next turn. Can definitely do 15 damage. So 1 away. Unless he has some way to buff the spells. And even then, I don't think he would get there. That's really good. That tells me he's struggling with something. Or maybe he's going to try and flame strike. Try to get them all down low. Low enough. No, that tells me he doesn't have flame strike. No, that tells me right there he has no flame strike. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this.
Do you have the artifact?
And we're going to do this. Take that back. A little bit of that. Now we're going to come in. What are we going to come in with? This, right? That's a beautiful thing, just in case. Wasn't sure if it was going to kill it or not. So, what do we have? We only have 3 minions above 4, but we do have the sticky icky, so I think we'll be just fine. Plus we have Alex Straza. So we should win right here. Yeah, we've got the win. We just need to make a spot. I know.
I bring life and hope.
Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's pretty good stuff.
Get back!
I'm invincible. Thank you. For honor.
Good luck, as always. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. We'll see you next time.